Hey, it's Rose. It's Sunday. It is Father's Day, so I believe it's June 15th, 2012, and showing the progress of my garden expansion. I still have plants to plant in here. I just put a very crooked border up. I do have 3 tobacco plants that survived out of 10, maybe 4. The slugs ate them, so I have now been on the war path with slugs. And over here I now have a small vegetable garden with some tomato plants, peppers, a couple nasturtiums, and in the middle is my chamomile bed that had already been established. If any of you watched my original plan, what I was doing was incorporating my perennial beds into a large garden and adding veggies. So there's a pathway, there's my yarrow, it's already been there. This is an area that hasn't been planted yet. I haven't quite decided what to put there. And some perennials that have already been growing. There's a sun pop, one I mentioned with very large leaves. Giant leaves. Giant. And it has a really pretty yellow flower. And that's the expansion, although still a work in progress here. A lot of grass still to get out. Here's my little cool bed. This gets a lot of shade in the morning, so it's things like broccoli, cauliflower, squash, things like that. So I did get some small fences put up, at least to keep the rabbits out, and using diatomaceous earth to keep the slugs from eating everything. The perennial bed has gone wild, even though I did get in and pull a lot of grass out. The valerians flowered, and the flowers were so tall they fell over. Actually, they've broken now. All the yellow you see in there is a type of primrose, and the sea rose is now bloomed. That's the bright pink flowers. The erect cinquefoil has bloomed. And that's these little yellow flowers here, which are different from the other yellow flowers. And yeah, this is just my perennial garden, which I see more mint has taken over in. My gourds are tall. The coltsfoot's spreading as usual. I think I just stepped on that one. So the expansion project's going well. I got one fenced in area, another fenced in area, and hopefully what's not fenced in that I still need to plant into will be things that the rabbits won't eat. We've got plenty of other stuff to eat around here. I don't know what this plant is, if anybody does know. It's just an ornamental perennial. They're kind of a little crazy. And I do have some peaches, nowhere near as many as last year. There's a little tiny one under here. And there's a larger one up there. Last year this thing was just loaded with fruit. I see a few more, but not as much as usual. But anyway, that might have been due to the strange winter we had. So, still a lot of work to do, but we're really gone a long way done. And these tobacco plants are doing very well. I'm going to pause for a second and I'll show you what I still need to plant. Here's what I still have left to plant. A bunch of tobacco. These look a lot smaller, and I think it's because they haven't been put in the garden yet. And I think there might be 4 or 5 tomatoes and 4 or 5 peppers. What looks like grass is actually wheat. That was just an experiment to see if I could grow wheat. And everything had been up on my deck, but my dogs kept stealing the plants off the table and destroying them. So they're now off the deck. And I still have some wormwood babies, which I haven't decided where they're going. But no rush, no rush. They're fine. So that's my update. Oh, I should show you the yarrow in bloom. This was the garden that self-planted itself, and beautiful yarrow, which is actually almost ready to harvest. So this is a quick update, my garden expansion, and some of my perennials.